meanwhile, the governor of the state is a guy named Governor Newsom. We speak about him a lot, right, because of the state of California. Trump just tweeted out, I think, 10 hours ago on Truth Social, asking him to step down, okay?
Good.
Asking him to step down. I believe if you just go up on Twitter and you type, you should see it. There's a tweet all over the place saying that he may be needing to step down. Is that the one? Yeah, there you go. One of the best and most beautiful parts of the United States and America is burning down to the ground. It's ashes, and Gavin Newsom should resign. This is all his fault. Resign. By the way, then you have Zack Levi, the actor from Shazam, who was the actor playing Kurt Warner. He's been in a lot of different movies. Phenomenal actor. He goes out there and he says, do we not do an investigation on this? Sure. Don't we find out and see what's going on with this here? I mean, some people have responsibilities on what's going on here. What happened here? How do you get here? Then there's a clip of Trump from 2018 standing right next to Newsom telling him of how this in Denmark, they're able to prevent this from happening. Rob, if you can play this clip, go for it.
It's cleaned out and protected. You got to take care of the floors, the floors of the forests, very important. You look at other countries where they do it differently, and it's a whole different story. I was with the president of Finland, and he said, we have a much different, we're a forest nation. He called it a forest nation. And they spend a lot of time on raking and cleaning and doing things, and they don't have any problem. And when it is, it's a very small problem. So I know everybody's looking at that, to that end, and it's going to work out.
So that's how many years ago, Rob? That's, I think, from 2018, if I'm not mistaken. Yep. Okay. Then bring the clip from yesterday, Newsom in tears. I retweeted it, so if you have it, great. It's easier. There
Did
you go.
He actually cry, Pat?
Oh, you should see this here. If this is the clip with Anderson Cooper, Rob.
Yep.
Okay, go ahead and play this clip.
We're in the public safety phase.
I hate to even ask this question, but the president-elect chose to attack you, blame you for this.
One can't even respond to it. I mean, it's people are literally fleeing. People have lost their lives.
Why, though?
Kids lost their schools. Families completely torn asunder. Churches burned down. This guy wanted to politicize it. I have a lot of thoughts, and I know what I want to say. I won't. I stood next to a president of the United States of America today, and I was proud to be with Joe Biden. And he had the backs of every single person in this community. He didn't play politics, didn't try to divide any of us.
So if you can pull up the clip of Trump, what he said about Newsom yesterday while he's being asked about it. I don't know if you have that or not. But
I'll find it.
Here's the point. While this is taking place, this is where the part about DeSantis that I love, he may not be the best marketer. He may not be a guy that even likes to be around a lot of people, where he just wants to be with his family and his kids. He doesn't want to be out there doing the shaking hands and all that other stuff. But, oh, my God, that guy gets shit done, right, DeSantis? So DeSantis' team offers help to California. How can we help? But I want you to think about this, folks. So this is the part that irritates me the most with Newsom. So can you tell me what state in America is known for having the best startup founders? What state, Tom, in America has the most startup founders that build the most billion-dollar companies that's a startup?
Silicon Valley.
And it's not even close.
Not even close. There's a little bit in Austin, a little bit of Boston, a little bit of New York,
what do you
California.
need? What level of thinking do you need for that? Like, what's the one skill set you need to build a billion-dollar company? You sit in a room with 2 or 3 people and you say, here's a problem. How are they fixing it today? How can we do it better?
Vision, creativity, innovation.
Period. Okay.
And problem-solving
and
skills.
Guess what? By the way, the one thing you have to give credit to Trump, I was thinking about this last night. The job of a president is to bring around people who are smarter than you in areas that you don't have topics on. Who did Trump bring around him? Vivek, Musk, Tulsi, RFK. All these people that maybe in certain areas they know more than you do, right? That is the reflection of a great leader. Newsom has access to all these people. Who's smarter than you is sitting around trying to fix this problem right now in the state of California? Who? Who have you brought in? FYI. Do you know, Rob, if you Google the following thing here, Google what percentage of fires in California are man-made. And watch what PBS says. What percentage of fires in California are man-made? Look at the number all the way at the top, Rob. Just go all the way to the top. Zoom in. Look at that right there. CalMatters.org. Whether purposeful, reckless, or simply careless, people are responsible for 95% of California's wildfires. Wow. That's from 6 months ago. Wow. Let me explain to you what this means. A hurricane, is it man-made? No, it's called a natural disaster. So Florida deals with hurricanes that are not man-made. For those of you guys that go into some of the thinking, stay with me here. But it's a natural disaster, comes and hits it, and boom, twice, Tampa got hit twice in a span of a week and a half, 2 weeks, right? DeSantis can't sit there and be like, well, it's laws we got to create against the water and Mother Nature. Stop it. Stop it, Mother Nature. But Newsom, 95% of these fires are man-made. 95%. How much of this can be prevented? You're on the flipping coast. You're on the coast. What do you have access to? Smartest brains. You have the water, and you hear a video that they're talking about the fish, these small little fish that they want to save. Do you have that video there that they're so proud to save the fish, and they're using the water that not that one, Rob, because that's one with Rogan from 2 months ago. There's one with that he's talking about fish, and he's standing right next to it. You just put Newsom Fish California, Newsom Fish California, and he's standing with a group of people, and they're celebrating. I think it's that one right there to your left. Is that just a picture or video?
A photo.
Yeah.
I'll find the video.
So while this is happening, while all this stuff is going on, this is one part of it, right? With Newsom. Adam, you're seeing a story like this in California. You're seeing the stuff with, Florida getting hit by hurricanes. Florida's getting hit by all this stuff. And then you see California fires, Newsom. How do you process this?
I'm just so grateful that I am born and raised and live in Florida at this point. I mean, leadership matters. And policies, as you always say, PBD, bad policies have consequences. You've lived in California 24 years.
24 years.
Vinny, you lived there a decade.
15 years.
Okay. Tom?
I lived there over 40 years.
Okay, 40 years. All right. I used to go to LA every summer. I remember the first time I went back to LA in COVID with you, 2020. People were coming, don't walk around in Venice. Don't even do it. Why? What's wrong? Homelessness, crime, everything. What? Okay.
Didn't we go to Venice that
we
one time?
We did. And then we went to go see our friend Tom out there as well, different Tom. But I used to go to LA every summer. It's right. So funny. I the last time that I was there, not with you, 2022, my buddy, born and raised in Miami, Bhakti, he said, I'm living in California. I don't like the city life. I moved to this cool little area called Topanga Canyon.
Yep.
And he's like, listen, there's no Uber up here, so best of luck. I'm like, all right, let me figure it out. I go up to his place. He's living in a yurt. Do you know what a yurt is?
No.
Google
What's
that.
a yurt?
It's like, you'll see, he's just kind of like this dude that is very artistic, wants to be away from the world. There it is right there. Living in something like this, just kind of sort of like lives on his own.
What kind of friends do you have?
This is an artistic dude. He's doing his thing. I text him, dude, how are you? He's like, oh, my entire life burnt down. And everything's gone. And every single one of my neighbors. Then we went through the list of all the celebrities' houses that burnt down. What it was, James Woods and whatever, Whitney Cummings, the list goes on. For every one celebrity, there's 1,000 people that are now homeless. Speaking of homeless, how much money did Gavin Newsom unaccount for?
$24 billion.
$24 billion gone.
This morning, we're announcing limited edition hats because inauguration is on the 20th. Not this Monday, but it's the following Monday. These hats are hats that we've been working on having for a while. It's the 45-47 Future Looks Bright hat with the American flag on the side and the VT logo on the side, and it's numbered. And if you look at the inside, it's the limited edition ones are the only ones where you see Future Looks Bright everywhere on the inside, and they're numbered 1 out of 50. These are going to go for $99. These will go in no time, and they'll sell on eBay. We see them all the time for $500,000, $2,000. Some of them sell for $3,000. This will go for in no time, the $250. Numbered in no time, okay? Now, there's matching shirts that comes with this, okay, with 45-47 Future Looks Bright, with the American flag on the back, with Valuetainment. Rob has the one with white 45-47 on it, if the camera can zoom in on Rob, okay? Vinny's got the one with the gray. If you can put this over there, Vinny, with you. And he's got the sweater. So we have the shirt, the sweater, and then there's addition. These are the numbered ones. Then we have these additional ones. That's 45-47, red, white, and blue. This is not a lot of supply. But here's what we're doing. The shirts are also here with it. for those of you that are proud that this victory took place and you supported him and you believe the future looks bright and you like all these, challenges he's putting out there with folks reacting saying, wait a minute, we should call Gulf of Mexico Gulf of America. Yes. What's going on with Greenland? All these policies coming up with, if you support him and you support Valuetainment, you might want to go get the skier. And anything you purchase today, we just made this announcement 30 minutes ago. I had a call with our VP of Finance, Tom and Chris from Merch. 100% of all purchase. Guys, we're going to have probably one of the biggest, that's going to be the biggest day of 2025 in purchases today because we've been working to launch these hats in a long time, the 4547. 100% of purchases made all day today, 24 hours, will go to families that are being affected by the fires in California. By the way, we're not giving the money to a charity and then, hey, here, do whatever you want to do with it. We want families that are being affected. You're saying somebody, your mother lost that. I'm getting stories that are coming in right now with, it just doesn't make sense what's going on there. The worst fire they've had ever in Southern California. People are being decimated, devastated. Stories, people that build houses that have been living there for 20, 30, 40 years, generationally living in Palisades are being affected by it. But I'm talking average day-to-day families, folks that are affected. Send us a story, Manek, whatever other way you want to get a hold of us. If there's stories that we want directly, hearing those testimonies, whatever we sell today, 100% is going to families affected by the fire in California. So if you watch Valuetainment, you watch PBD Podcast, you're a fan of this, whatever you purchase, you're not just purchasing that. And I'm not saying profits, 100% of revenue today from merch, not just profit. That could be a very big number. 100% of revenue is going to go to families in California.
Amen.
Support the cause. I lived there for 24 years of my life. Everywhere I've lived, I've never lived in a place more than California. It's a very special place for me. I have some of my favorite people in the world that live over there, some of my favorite memories over there. I got married in California, too. My boys were born in California. Tom and I met in California. My wife and I met in California. Relationships, all of those memories. I want to make sure we do our part to support those in California. Thank you for your support. If you enjoyed this video, you want to watch more videos like this, click here. And if you want to watch the entire podcast, click here.